My name is Lisa Adcock.
My name is Damon Kirsch, and I'm from Plano, Texas. I recently have been accepted into Baylor Law School, and so a situation's come up to where we have to sell our home, so they're able to relocate to Temple, Texas. And I got in touch Tony got in touch with me because I went to Realtor.com, entered in my information, my street address, and it had to have been maybe a minute or two, Tony called me, and we had a great conversation over the phone. He asked about my situation, and I felt a really good, strong relationship with him was built immediately. And so that's how I came about to meet Tony.
The reason for selling is I owned the property for approximately 5 years, and the market was hot. It was the time of year to sell. The weather was pretty, and I had enough equity in it. I was ready to close one chapter of my life and begin another one. My biggest concern in working with Tony is I wasn't really sure what the market was like in the area, and I didn't want it to sit on the market for a while, but my property went under contract within 8 days.
Well, I didn't feel like, or I guess my biggest fear rather, was that we were not going to receive the attention and the service that you get a lot of the realtors that just want to turn and burn and do the minimum, or they want to really just kind of milk us for all of our money. I would say after about 5-10 seconds after speaking with Tony, his demeanor, his professionalism just really comes through over the phone. His personality put me at ease, and I immediately felt comfortable working. Extremely effective. Our house was on the market for less than 24 hours. We received 2 bids. My wife and I and Tony put an asking price of $5,000 over what we purchased the house for, and one of the bids was $3,000 over that.
Tony was extremely effective in selling my home. Like I said, it sold was under contract within 8 days, and he explained the process very well, every step of the way. And there were some snags, but it had nothing to do with Tony as an agent. It was just, just par for the course. But in the end, this is the day of my closing, and I couldn't be happier. I was most impressed by the number of showings that we had. Just off the cuff, we had over 30 within 8 days, and it went under contract within 8 days.
I would say the one thing that we felt like we received was excellent attention by Tony. Whether by text message or phone call, he was constantly there for us. I never felt like we were not a concern at all. His service was second to none, and I also felt like that he was concerned about our budget. We initially were expecting having to do substantial changes to our house. He came in, made very sensible and economical recommendations, which really turned the house into to something really special. And because of that, our house sold at a substantial price. I was very pleased with it. Don't think twice about going with Tony. He is the best. Again, you just need to meet with Tony and talk with him and let him tell you about his principles and his ethics. And I promise you, you will be convinced, and you will not be disappointed by his service and his values and his ethics. He and his company are second to none, and we can't quit talking about him and everything that he's done for our family. We are very, very pleased, and we're thankful that we were able to go through this very stressful but a joyous occasion of selling our home with him.
Yeah, I do have advice for anyone who may be on the fence with listing with Tony. I would encourage you to step off the fence. I couldn't be happier with the process of selling my home, and I wasn't really sure what I would get out of it, what it would list at, but he held my hand through every step of the way by pulling the comps and by listing on the high end, which it sold for